Cowabunga!
Hey guys, it's your boy Cowabunga here. This is my last Wheel of Fortune video. I promise. So, as you all know, I was on Wheel of Fortune earlier this week. I got a lot of phone calls, texts, DMs, all that good stuff. I got a DM on Facebook from a guy asking me if that was me, which obviously it is. So he asked me if I wanted to make an appearance on this podcast called Wide World of Belts. So I said yes, and I was on the episode this past Thursday. So what you're gonna see is about an hour's worth, maybe an hour and some change worth of footage. Just me talking about my experience collecting belts. I show off all my belts, which I haven't done for you guys yet. I show off all my belts, and I talk about my experience with Wheel of Fortune. So I'm gonna leave their links because they have a podcast as well as a group. So I'm gonna leave both of those links down in the description box if you guys want to check them out. I would really appreciate it if y'all gave them a look. They're good guys. You know, they were fun to talk to. It was a great conversation. Whether you're a wrestling fan or not, it was really cool just to have this experience. This has been a crazy week, but I'm not gonna waste no more of y'all time. Let's get into the episode. Enjoy.
So this is kind of an interesting story. This kind of popped up. Oh, he left. Okay. This kind of popped up. I was at my parents' house. I go see my parents every afternoon during my break, and my parents are retired. They sit there and they watch the court shows, the game shows. They'll watch 48 hours stuff like that. Well, my mother, she was in the hobby, and she said, "I want to show you something." I said, "Okay." So she had the TV. I just recorded on the DVR. So she played this clip, and I'm going to show you. This is not the clip. I took a screenshot of it, but I took a screenshot from the actual show. She was watching Wheel of Fortune, and she showed me this. Listen very closely to this introduction.
Khalid Hart is from right here in Los Angeles. What do you do here?
You know, I live out here. I do content creation, take pictures, do videos, that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. And did you used to be a mascot?
Yes, I was Echo the Dolphin at California State University.
Echo the Dolphin?
Yes.
Is it warm in those things?
Yes, it can be in that weather, yes.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Really interesting collection. Wrestling belts and hockey jerseys.
Yes, I have 2 big belts and 2 little belts. I hope to grow a much bigger collection.
I mean, these are belts that guys have won?
Yes, yes, belts. I have one belt autographed by John Cena. So
very cool. All right. Well, good to have you all here. Get ready. We'll do another toss-up.
Okay, so she showed me that. So here's what happened. She said, "Is that guy in any of your belt groups?" I said, "Well, I don't remember seeing the name anywhere, but all I had was the first name because I missed the first part of it when she showed it to me. I didn't hear the last name. So I did a search on Facebook for the name Khalid. You know how many Khalids there are out there on Facebook?" He's laughing. He's laughing.
Oh, I can imagine.
There are hundreds of Khalids on Facebook. So I went into our belt group and I posted that video and I said, "Does anybody know who this guy is? Because I would love to have him on the show. This is a really cool video because he's bringing the belt collecting hobby to the mainstream."
Mm-hmm.
So, and I said, "I can't find him." Well, Walt Dugan messaged me 10 minutes later, said I found him. I said, "How'd you find him?" So I Googled Wheel of Fortune and Khalid. It popped right up. So he found the guys. He found the guys. He's laughing.
Hey, Mark, didn't you know the keywords work this day and age? Keywords.
Yeah. And I thought, why didn't I think of that? Got a college degree, can't even use it. But anyway, so he sent me the picture of the guy's profile. So I reached out to him and said, "Hey, I saw you on Wheel of Fortune. Is this you?" He said, "Yes." So I asked if he would, if he's in the belt groups. He said, "No, I just have a couple of belts." I said, "Well, would you like to come on my podcast?" He said, "Yeah, I'm open for that." So we talked about it. I showed him a couple of pictures and videos. I showed him a picture of my collection. He seemed very impressed by that. And so I said, "Well, I'd like to get you on the next couple of weeks." "Oh, yeah, sure." So I didn't hear from him again for a couple of days. And then today at noon, he messaged me, said, "I won't be on your show tonight." I was like, "Oh," I was happy, but at the same time, I was like, "Oh, I got Stephen Hammer coming on tonight." So I thought, well, we usually do our guests for about an hour a piece. So I asked the guy, I said, "Hey, let's bring this guy in tonight." And he said, "Okay." So we're going to bring him the second hour. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Mr. Khalid Hart.
Hey, guys.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey,
Khalid.
what's up, man?
How's it going?
Welcome. All right.
Did you
Rocking
win?
the Xena Nation.
Did you win at Wheel of Fortune?
I got second place. If
Second-
you watch the full episode, the dude Mark Warren, who was on the red spot, he was a killer. I got one puzzle and then he took off after that.
Oh
He
man.
took off.
Wow.
But he was a former Jeopardy player, so there's that. Thank you. Walt.
Oh,
Appreciate you.
yeah.
Yeah, he played Jeopardy in
welcome,
2010. Man. So I was still in high school at the time, just starting, as a matter of fact.
Oh, okay.
So he was much older than I am.
Oh, wow.
Well, I was when I saw that video, I thought it was really cool because not so much that you were on Wheel of Fortune so much because you mentioned the belt hobby, and a lot of people don't know about it.
Right.
And the few people that around me that know about it, they think it's a weird hobby to get into. Is the belt hobby?
I don't understand why.
Well, my wife is one. A
Yeah,
lot of people I work with they think I'm nuts. So when I saw you do that, I told my mother, I said, "See, I'm not crazy."
Right.
So
Right.
I want to get you on the show. One, to introduce you to the belt hobby and kind of introduce you to some of the things that we do, and two, just kind of hear about your experience in the. You got a small collection, a very small collection.
I got 4.
Yeah.
I'm fresh out of college, so I got my first big boy job, and within like my first check, I got this bad boy. This is my pride and joy right here. I want to be buried with this. When I die, I want this to be in my casket.
Nice.
And then the autograph, I forgot what I meant autograph. Oh, right here. Here we go. Right here. Boom.
Johnson. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Met him in San Diego. He was promoting some kind of tequila, I think. Yeah, some kind of wine, whatever. But I don't drink, so I don't know what he was doing. Yeah. But yeah, he's a really nice guy. Really nice guy.
Sweet. So you own that one and 3 others. What are those you own?
So this is my second pride and joy right here. So I wasn't watching WWE when this was out, but this is my pride and joy right here.
That's a nice one.
Very nice. Belt.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah. So the Winged Eagle, the one that came before this, it predates me, so I don't have it.
Okay. We could hook you up.
I hear that. And then I have 2 that I haven't looked at since WrestleMania. This past WrestleMania. I bought them at the Access. This one is the Stone Cold Steve Austin belt. As you can see, it's still in the box.
Wow.
I have not. I've only opened it to look at it, but that's it.
The minis will surprise you, man. Trust me, I know.
Yeah. So these guys, this is amazing.
They're so
I forgot
detailed.
how much I spent on this. Yeah. And then I have one other one as well, real quick. I think this one is the official WrestleMania in Dallas belt. Yeah, this is the official WrestleMania belt right here. As you can see, once again, have not taken it out of the box.
The Texas flag.
So yeah, I'm my fault. Yeah, the Texas flag right there.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's nice.
This is not coming out the box until ever. I don't know.
You know what? Those minis grew on me, man.
Yes.
At first, I thought they were.
At first. Yeah.
Yeah, they grew me.
Check out this one. This is a desktop. This is not a mini. This is a desktop.
Where do you get that at? I need one of those.
Bandu belts.
Bandu belts.
Bandu belts. Yep.
That's awesome.
I'll send you links after the show.
That's awesome.
This one was like $129. I got it on a Black Friday sale for $99, I think.
Cool.
It's got the full size snaps. It's the real leather strap. Look at thick leather right there.
Wow.
So it's very detailed, very nice.
Very good. So I'm gonna tell myself a little bit. I'm gonna tell myself. I'm an E-Drone. I'm a majority WWE guy. I dabbled in TNA in the good old days, but then they ruined it with Aces and Eights, so I don't really watch TNA anymore. And I got a job. I didn't got time to watch New Japan. I just don't have the time. I would have watched, Monet a few nights ago, but I know Twitter's gonna update me because they do with everything. So I just don't have the time anymore. And I just never got into AEW. But I still see clips. I still see Jade, Miru, Cesaro. I still see everybody on Twitter. I just haven't actively watched myself.
Oh, okay.
So I'm mostly a WWE belt guy. So
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
I grew up. I showed you a picture of my my dome globe.
Yes.
And I grew up in the '80s era when Ric Flair first won his first world title was the NWA. Right. 1981, I believe it was, and I've been a fan ever since. So I grew up in that era. So Andy and I were the same age. It's kind of what you grew up watching is what you like. I'm not an Attitude Era guy. A lot of the guys are because they're younger. But I am convinced that if you could see the old style wrestling from back in the 80s, you would like it. Yeah, this stuff here today wouldn't impress you. I'm convinced of that, but it's just
got me hooked on it even more.
I'm a ruthless aggression era kind of guy. Clearly, as you can see by my belts. So.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Well, what questions you got for me? I'm open.
Well, you're a young man. So
yes.
When did you start? How old were you when you first started watching wrestling?
Let me see. I believe I was 12. I'll never forget. I was at my aunt's house and I saw a commercial for WrestleMania 23. That one that was in Detroit, and I figured out how to find Raw. I didn't know where it was at the time. I watched SmackDown here and there when it was on UPN way back in the day, but I didn't know where to find Monday Night Raw. But I eventually found it on USA. John was using the spin about the time, and I was a fan. I've been a fan ever since because John was the first guy I watched. So
nice. Too bad you couldn't see him.
My question is, which one was your favorite spinner, the US or the regular spinner?
I would. So the spinner, the US spinner predates me, so I'm partial to
the
WWE. Yeah.
Yeah.
The spinner belt looks good though. I want that one as well. I want that one someday.
I want to bring Belt Camp back up because I want to show you something. Were you familiar with the classic tag team belts?
I love them. Which ones?
These are the they call them the Bulldog tags.
I see why.
Yeah,
that's a very nice belt. I wish they kept some iteration of that one.
Yeah, that was.
This belt was made by Muhammad Nawaz, and the leather is done by me. I did the leather work on this.
I'm gonna have to hit you up for some other jobs, man. I had no idea.
Khalid Mark is one of the best.
I don't doubt it. So, actually, when speaking of tag belts, my favorite tag belt is actually the red ones from the 2007 era. Those are my favorite all-time belts, tag team belts.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of spinners, Khalil, I have a custom leather job on the original spinner, like you.
Yeah.
I mean, I have when it first came out. That's
a friend of ours.
Green leathered spinner, and on the back it's orange croc as a backing.
That's an interesting combination, but this one is orange with camo on the back. So what do I know?
Yeah, man. The signature series is good. I have it in my collection as well.
Speaking of tag team, do you have a favorite tag team?
This one is pretty obvious. I think I'm a big New Day guy. I saw it's so nice to see a team come together and then it just works for so long.
Yeah.
Their podcast is incredible. I'm glad two of them have been world champs. Come on, Xavier, we're rooting for you next. But yeah, it's really special. Kofi Mania is really special to me. I'll never forget that as well.
And their tag team right now in NXT.
Yeah, I did not expect that. I thought they were going to lose. I did not expect them to win because I know that the pretty, I forget their name. It's pretty deadly. Yeah, there we go. Pretty deadly. I know that they're the young up and coming team. I did not expect them to win.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I was surprised. I was like, wow, okay, Trips. That's what we doing. But I'm not disappointed. I am not disappointed whatsoever.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it wasn't a downgrade to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's what I liked about it. They weren't ashamed to go back there and win the titles.
Right. Oh, I mean, Kofi has been in there so long. There wasn't such thing as the NXT. That's how long it's been. Yeah.
What did you think of Kofi's run as a WWE champion?
I liked all of it until it ended.
That was brutal.
It ended too soon and too quick.
That was brutal.
I didn't like how they just kind of force fed him to Brock. Like if you were gonna do that, just do it on a house show at that point. If you were gonna do that,
Brock just destroyed him.
Yeah, I didn't agree with that.
Yeah,
and then he just kind of said, "Oh well, let's go back to being tag team," and that was it.
Yep.
Yeah, it was too fast.
Same with
Jake. We'll talk. Jake, we'll talk.
So.
That's Kenzer Keel from the Brothers Kayfabe podcast. He's involved in the wrestling business in Oklahoma City.
Cool.
So that's a very tempting offer. Can I wear the red velvet jacket?
Oh, you got to have the red velvet jacket.
I gotta have the red velvet. Yeah.
You gotta buy the Ernest the Cat Miller shoes.
Yeah.
With that jacket.
What's up,
Khalid? I started debuting this jacket last week. We went to Dallas for the weekend, or last week for around Christmas. And I bought this jacket at the Burlington Coat Factory. It's red velvet. Let me pull
that looks good.
Here.
Yeah, that looks good on you.
Thank you. My wife actually picked it out. She's not a big fan of the hobby or the podcast, but she looked at that. She said, "You should wear that on your podcast." Oh, really?
Don't wear it.
Do I know you? But So I bought the jacket for $60, and here we are. So I like
Yeah,
it.
she's like,
It's a
just don't
jacket.
take that out on Sunday to wear it to church.
Yeah, I can't wear it to church. Yeah.
No.
Okay, fine speed.
Oh, yeah.
That's back when they. I come from a time when they wrestled in the National Guard armories, the high school gyms, and the VFW halls. That's good old fashioned wrestling. When the old ladies would cuss on the front row.
I can tell you what, I can't ask Khalil who his favorite wrestler is because it's obvious we know who it is.
Well, okay. So this is all time, but currently I'm really into Roman, believe it or not. I'm really into just this whole program.
Roman now or Roman when he first came out?
Roman right now. Roman back then, not a bad wrestler, just wasn't his time.
His mic skills have progressed so much.
I'm just glad
Paul Heyman had big thing to do with that too.
Right. I'm just glad he doesn't forget his promos anymore. Honestly, because that was brutal. But I mean, then again, his promos are acknowledge me, and then that's it.
Yeah.
But he's great in the ring. But I gotta be honest, it's a little hypocritical. People say John has 5 moves of doom. Roman has what, 2 moves of doom, 3 moves of doom? Like, I don't know.
Roman's the man.
Yeah, Roman's the man.
I got a question for you then.
Yes.
What would Roman be if Paul Heyman didn't join him?
That's a great question. What would he be?
That's a great question.
Just probably a champ that couldn't talk.
Yeah.
You know what? I couldn't talk. Yeah.
I think anything Paul touches turns to gold.
Yeah.
He's like the minus touch manager.
Right. Right. I like Paul a lot. Paul is really good in person too. He's really good.
Paul Heyman, he's always been good. I mean, even when he was promoting ECW, he's really good on the mic. He's very good at booking matches. He's just good at a lot of stuff. So
see, and I like ECW.
Paul
too.
actually discovered a lot of talent too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. He has.
Wasn't the ECW where Stone Cold came into being?
Hey, I followed Paul Heyman when he had the mullet.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me
and
too.
the brick cell phone.
He had the phone.
Man.
Yeah, he brought back the original Midnight Express to take on the current Midnight Express.
And then what was it? Wasn't it the Twin Towers? The original Twin Towers? Sid Vicious and Danny Spidey, I believe it was.
Or was it?
What was it?
Yeah, see, the old ECW predates me too because I'm a '95 baby, so I'm not sure. My ECW history is kind of shaky. Although I do know Paulie Dangerously, I do know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My oldest daughter's a '95 baby. Yeah.
Definitely, Tyler.
So is
I
mine.
agree.
That was mine.
That needs to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone sense Seth Rollins making a face turn?
He already
I
has.
don't know.
He's a face already. The
Is he?
crowds are with him. They're singing his song. He's a face already.
Yeah, he took a
we've
bad
been singing this song for a
hit
while.
to the knee the other night.
I saw that. He was
Against
trying to do
Austin
the curb
there.
stomp.
Yeah, in theory.
Wasn't
he's a
the curb stomp where he hurt his knee?
Yeah, they showed Corey was up by the ring and he was yelling at the ref like, "Didn't you see that? Didn't you see that?" And actually, Corey Graves called people in to help.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the whole
Somebody
match.
caught a video that was at the show and they posted it.
Okay. I saw him try to do the curb stomp and he grabbed at his knee. I thought maybe that was
I think him and the ref had some words and then the doc came in.
Okay. I haven't watched much of it, but I didn't realize he was already making the face turn. But I saw that after the low blow that Osprey Theory gave him. I thought that's gonna be the face.
But you know what? I think on the ref's behalf, I think the ref thought it was a work.
May have, yeah.
Oh yeah.
May have. So Khalid, you have 4 belts, and you told me you just kind of buy one every once in a while. Do you have aspirations to build a big collection?
Eventually, like I have a whole mindset of what I want to do. Like hell, I have the belt page on the website saved, bookmarked. So like the next time I'm ready to buy, click. Like I already know which one I want to buy. The next one I want to buy is the Oval Intercontinental Championship. That's the next one
I have that.
Because I've always loved that belt.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah. I also Richard, I like the IC one that you have behind you as well. I like that one.
Oh yeah.
Put on full screen so we can see that better.
That's beautiful.
That white leather.
Beautiful. Yeah, I like the white leather.
I
By
have
the
a
way,
buddy
can't
of
see it.
ours that's
I
actually
see it.
selling the oval on real leather and it's laced. If you're interested.
That reminds me. I hate to interrupt this, but there's all sorts of aspects to the belt collecting hobby. There's all sorts of products, and Lane has some examples he got in the mail. He's been on the show.
Well,
let's see what
You gotta talk to us.
Yes,
It's a little different. Gianni sent this to me.
Gianni Martello.
Yep.
Gianni Boom Boom Martello.
Oh, nice.
Challenge
Ooh.
coins. Those are challenge coins.
Okay.
Oh, I'm jealous, man.
I got those.
I got a little stand. He's in the mail.
Yeah, the little plastic easels. Yeah.
They're great. They're beautiful.
It was just two. I couldn't remember how many he sent you.
Yeah, just two. Gianni.
Okay. Those are nice. I got two of those NWA TVs. I got one that's got the red border and one that's got the black border.
Oh wow.
For the both those spreads.
Cool.
Mark, do you mind if I share a couple?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, please.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
There's your
So those.
there's your big eagle.
There's your big eagle. Yeah. So those are coins, right?
Challenge coins. Yeah. Showing the back.
Challenge
Showing the
coins.
back.
Now, see,
That
I know
doesn't
that
have
they used to
Gianni's
do-
name on it, does it?
Well,
No.
the other one does.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I know they used to do belt buckles back in the day, but I've never
And
heard
this
of
is
coins.
the AW inmate. AWA inmate.
These came out what, a year ago, a little over a year ago.
Okay,
Couple
so
years
these
ago,
are
maybe.
new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Challenge
There's
coins.
There's Gianni's name.
Nice.
Yeah.
But this
Gianni's a viewer of our show.
Nice.
As a matter of fact, he's going to get this belt that I showed off earlier. Let me pull it back up. He's going to get this belt right here.
Something about the color blue, man. It's just
can't
can't go wrong with it.
Oh yeah, the blue.
wait,
and
there's
silver.
more.
Wait till you see the back of it.
Yeah, well, you see the back of it. Let's see.
Wow.
Blue backing.
Look at that.
That's
a
Mark's
nice blue
work
back.
right there.
Yeah,
That is
I like
Mark's
that.
work, yes.
Show him the
That's just
lacing, man.
I like that.
Check out that lace work.
Wow.
That's hand sewn.
How much time does that take to lace?
It typically takes me, because I work a full-time job, it takes me
Yeah.
between 3 to 4 evenings to do it. I did this one,
Yeah.
started this one yesterday morning. I got it done about 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Hey, there you go.
And that was, I took my morning break and did it. I took my lunch period and did it. I stayed up late last night because I wanted to show it off on the show tonight. Because as soon as he pays me, I'm going to ship it to him.
Yeah.
And I did this one the other day. This one had been flood damaged. It got wet, and the strap got some mold and mildew, so I redid this one.
That's cool. That's a
Yeah.
that's a cool.
He
That's a
started
cool hobby,
over
yeah.
from fresh. The whole
Yeah.
strap is brand new.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I
Original
do this.
plates.
I do this to pay for my collection, which I'll show you
Hey.
real quick. Just flip around. Hang on. Try to not. I'm in my bedroom. Okay. So this is my first replica right here. This is the Figures Inc. Dome Globe. I bought that one, and I didn't do the leather on that. Ryan Stokes did that. That's what got me started doing leather. This is a Premier Dome Globe, which is they don't make either of these anymore. And this is the Fandu Dome Globe.
Okay.
Where I showed you that mini belt earlier. That's the same
Yeah.
company made this. Let's see. Here's my network logo. My AWA inmate. My Crumb Rhine. My IWGP V4, and there's a Winged Eagle over there. I can't reach over there because the microphone won't reach. And that's my son's. That's my son's network logo back over there.
Is that a boxing
Actually-
belt?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
I knew I
WBC.
recognize that. Yeah.
WBC belt, and I got the Rocky belt up here.
Oh,
Wow, with the shorts and everything.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the boxing gloves. I'm gonna put in there eventually. I even got a toy NWA Dome Globe up there, and there's my coin collection up there.
Yeah,
And
link
then,
me some coins. I'm gonna need some coins.
I'll hook you up. This is my first leather job right here. I bought this belt. I think in 2018, I guess it was. And what happened was
glitch sale, right?
Amazon and eBay had something happen with their pricing online, and I got that belt for $45 shipped. Yeah, it's $430. They had a pricing glitch
Screwed
that
up
day
just
for
a
2
little-
hours.
just a little bit.
So I bought this one, and I bought that one over there, and I
Yeah.
thought with the money I saved, I'll just try my hand at leatherwork. So I re-leathered them, and I showed them off in a belt group, and I started getting orders. So that's how I got into the leathering stuff.
Hey, there you go.
There's your NWA National Heavyweight Championship.
Okay.
NWA TV championship, the Georgia Championship Wrestling TV champion. There's my NWA TV. I got another. This is on black strap with a red backing. I got plates ordered for a red strap and black backing, which I'm gonna do later.
Okay.
NWA tag.
Yeah.
And I'm a world class guy. I grew up watching World Class Championship Wrestling. That's their 6-man tag team championship over there. Texas Championship.
Okay.
The Unified that Jerry Lawler held. Way over there, that silver, 10 pounds of silver is the NWA US Heavyweight Championship that Greg Valentine and Roddy Piper held. And then there's a custom right there. Let me grab that. Hang on a second. Oh. Put my ears back in. Hang on. Can't hear. All right.
It's a really cool collection, man.
Thank you. I had this one custom made. I'll show you pictures later after the show. This was made after a cardboard belt I made when I was in college. And so I wanted a real version of it. So that's it.
Hey, is that Ice-T Pro Grade?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. So you think that's Ice-T? Am I slurring my speech yet? But no, I had this one made. When was this? Last year sometime?
Yeah, you definitely got to show them the where that belt came from.
Came from Pakistan.
No, do you have the original?
No,
belt
I mean,
that you, modeled that after?
Yeah, the modeled one. Yeah.
Let me.
You got a belt from Pakistan?
They're all from Pakistan.
They're all from Pakistan. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let me see if I have a picture of that. When I was in college in 1986, I made a cardboard. Actually, in the cardboard, the strap was cardboard, but the plates were made out of sheet metal. And I made several of them, and so I wanted this one made in an actual 4mm zinc belt.
Really cool.
I am behind on comments.
I know there's a couple.
Jason had a good comment.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Jason, he just said, "What was your experience like?"
Oh yeah,
Your total experience.
Yeah, tell us about Wheel of Fortune. How was that working?
So Wheel of Fortune, I know the common phrase is life is like a movie. That whole experience is like a movie. It's a lot goes into that process. So obviously things are different with the pandemic. So the day before I had to take a COVID test. And then the next day I had to get there for, I believe, 7:30 in the morning. And then I was on the set of Jeopardy for about 3 to 4 hours. Because we were just getting ready for the show. So everything is random. So the team, but they do it in front of us. So they say, here's all the names, put in the hat, right? We put in the hat, and then go Khalid, Matthew, Chelsea. And then it goes, Khalid, you're going to be blue, Chelsea, you're yellow, Matthew, you're red, and so on and so forth. So it's a very cool, but very long, fast-paced experience. Pat and Vanna didn't get to meet them like that because of how things are. I got a picture with the cardboard, but it's not the same. So Vanna is really, really cool in person too. She talked to us a little bit before the show. Fun fact, she changes her dress literally every episode. She's never worn the same dress twice on purpose. One time she did it by accident. But yeah. So that's I don't know how many dresses, but man.
Sounds like Ric Flair in his suits.
Exactly. Yeah. Pat's cool too. Just
what I want to know is the tan real or is it just makeup?
I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna say it's a mix of makeup and then the lighting.
All right.
So the cameras make it look huge, but it's not. Once you get there, you're like, wow, this is, I'm not gonna cuss, but this is really small, like this whole face. But the camera makes it look like everything is super far out, but in reality, it's like this. So
wow.
Yeah. The wheel is heavy. I can tell you that.
I was going to ask that, yeah.
The wheel, I believe, weighs quite literally a ton. Just so that way you can't I'm gonna spin it this hard and then
you're also bending over. You're bending over.
Yeah. So and then they're behind the lighting is platforms, so that way everybody can look like they're the same height, even though Matthew was a giant. he's really tall. Yeah. It was a great experience. I recommend everybody to try it out. You never know when they're going to call you, but they'll call you at some point. You know, I waited 8 months because I auditioned last February. Some people have waited 40 years. You just never know. You just never know. I was not expecting to get the call.
Do they let you Blue Moon? They come down to Florida, like the fairgrounds and stuff like that. Sometimes.
Do they let you keep the name tag?
Yes, I have it on my calendar right here.
Oh, cool!
Awesome.
You can barely see it, but yeah, I keep it up there. It's right here.
Oh, I see it. I see it. Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, so I see that every day when I wake up. But yeah.
Does the person that wins is the only person that keeps the money, or do you get to keep what you win?
So I don't understand that urban myth. I get that question a lot. So everybody wins. So Wheel of Fortune is a very honest game. Whatever you win, you get to keep.
Okay. Nice. Jeopardy's not that way. Only the champion keeps the money.
Right. So but Wheel of Fortune is a very honest game. So even though I didn't do a whole lot, I still get to walk away with my 3750. So even though Mark got 6 times that amount, but yeah.
Did they have great party? Did they have great parting gifts, Khalid?
No parting gifts. No. No parting.
No
gifts.
Wheel of Fortune underwear. Not a mug.
Other than the name tag, there was no gift.
White pajamas.
No.
No 8x10 from Vanna White.
Nothing. Yeah. We didn't get anything.
Oh man,
it was nothing.
You got ripped
nothing
off.
But the experience, really. They did feed us though. The food was like okay, so they did feed us. So we weren't just hungry for 12 hours. They fed us. So I actually stayed for all the shows. So they filmed, I believe, 5 shows in that one day.
Wow.
So I'm not gonna spoil who did what, but I will say that it is interesting to see people win prizes. So I saw somebody win a car. I saw somebody win 40,000. Nobody won the million. The million is actually very hard to win because you have to land on it, and then win the whole game, and then hope you land on it on the final spin. So that thing is very hard to win. But a few people did land on it. So yeah, it's a good show. I highly recommend everybody apply. So this is my method for getting on. It's called apply, audition, wait. Just wait. You just never know because you just never know. So for me, I'm a Packers fan, so I was getting ready to go to Wisconsin, and I got the phone call. Hey, has anyone fallen into the wheel? No, nobody fell. Like I was saying, I was getting ready for Green Bay and all that. I had to stop everything I'm doing to go to Wheel of Fortune because the studio's in Culver City, California. So I had to. You got to rearrange what they call you because it's gonna move quick. It's gonna move quick.
Right.
So you got to be ready.
Trying to find that picture. Sorry. Platinum Swords wanted me to show you a picture of his collection. This is how crazy people get with the. And this is not a big collection compared to some other people's collections.
Yeah.
So this is what you have to look forward to.
Yeah, we know.
I recognize a few of these belts. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's like potato chips. You can't have just one.
Exactly.
We hope you become a member of our group, man. You'll see so much that the belt hobby has to offer. You'll see so many good moments. You won't see anything bad in our group, but
of course. Yeah.
You'll see a lot more, and it'll open your eyes to the belt hobby.
Right.
There can be some drama. We've dealt with some drama.
So, believe it or not, nobody actually turned me on to collecting belts. I, as a kid watching, have just always wanted. I've always wanted to spin a belt. I've always wanted the Intercontinental Championship. I wanted the red tag belt. Yeah. Nobody turned me on. I just know what I want. Yeah. I mean, because think about it. John Cena, my guy, love the dude. Why do you have 7 cars? You're not gonna drive them. Why you have so many cars?
I always refer to the movie Step Brothers,
right,
with Will Ferrell. Imagine if we had these when we were 12.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. I never dreamed that I would have 20-something belts.
Better yet, we got them when we're 40.
Right, exactly.
We got them. We got them.
Yeah, so my philosophy is if somebody can collect all them damn cars that they're not gonna drive, and like I'll use an example. My stepmom has so many purses that she doesn't really use, which is okay because like I know you want to match your bags and whatnot. If she can collect all the damn purses, I can collect a couple belts. All right, nobody.
There you go.
We're not killing nobody. So
well, my wife. Go ahead. Well, my wife says you need to quit collecting belts. So I could be collecting crack pipes. So
I mean, hey, somebody is, but we're glad it's not you.
Yeah.
So
Hey, my wife, she realized how much the value is, and when I told her how much I could make if I sold one, she's like, "Okay, that's good." We used to use the excuse we won it in a raffle. You know, that only works out so many times.
That only goes so far. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I actually have a funny story for you guys. Since we're telling stories. So I attended Money in the Bank last year in Las Vegas. I really wish it was at Allegiant Stadium like it was supposed to be, but I don't know why, for whatever reason, they didn't have faith in the event and they moved it to the MGM Hotel.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That venue was really tiny. I'm surprised it worked. Anyway, there's a married couple there, as there's usually is. And so the guy sees my belt. He's like, "Wow, that's really cool. Can I take a picture with it?" So I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." So one of the things I love about having belts is if people ask me to take a picture, I always say yes because I know what it's like to be that guy without. So I always want to give the experience back, whether it's grown men who are you guys' age or children who are 5, 6 years old. I know what it's like either way. So wife says, "Let me see what I can do," because he wanted the belt. So they go to the store, and about 20 minutes later, they come back with the Spinner belt, and I forget the other belt. I think it was one of the older WWE belts, but he came back with 2 belts. I don't know what his name was, but he came back looking like 2-belt Brian. So it
probably
was
smiling ear to ear.
Oh yeah, he was geeked up, and then he took one of the belts out of the bag that they come in, and he wore it to the show. I'm like, hey, you do you, bro?
It's all about.
That's what it's all about. Yeah.
Hey, once you get that belt over your shoulder, you think you're the man, you know?
Oh, without question. So, so I've gone to WrestleMania in Dallas, and I'm going to a couple events out in Las Vegas, and I always get the same question every time I walk around with this in the airport: "Are you a wrestler?"
Sure, I am. Sure,
did you win it? I'm like, do you not see the John Cena?
Some of us get that. Some of us get that.
I used to get it all the time when I dressed up as the warden.
Oh, but yeah, being able to walk around confidently with the belt is such a cool feeling. I'm not clout chasing or trying to get attention. I don't want none of that. I just, I love this. I really do. I hope to, get more eventually. Still trying to get my life together, being fresh out of college, but this is fun. I enjoy this. I enjoy, looking at my belts. I want to get like you guys who are married and have belts. I'm trying to get like y'all.
Hey, it's cliche to say, but you get to live that childhood dream.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It took me 38 years to get the belt I wanted.
So
mine's just the wallpaper.
This is in my bedroom. This is in my bedroom.
See, Mark's lucky. He gets the challenge for a belt every night.
Mark has to go for the title. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because I wasn't going to. This is the cardboard belt I was showing you or telling you about a while ago. This is the top one is the cardboard belt and the bottom one's the real thing. So made that top one in night. Huh?
Is that silver? That's silver, right? On the top.
Yeah. Okay. It's actually sheet metal. Sheet metal.
Okay.
From homemade to reality.
Yeah. Wow. I should have been studying. I was in college when I made that one. I should have been studying, but I was making belts instead. Right. But that's I still got it. So.
Good.
I made some tag belts too, but I only wanted the singles belt in my collection. I also I do leather, not just on making straps, but I also have these leather inserts I've been trying to sell. I actually sold one the other day for the network logo.
Yeah.
Okay. I have this one that's already made, ready to go. This has got my autograph on the back, and when it was made in July. I've been trying to sell these since July. And I got the blanks to make 2 more. I had one for 3 more, but I actually had somebody buy one the other day, so I got the blanks to do 2 more.
That's awesome.
And I'll show you 2 of the color combinations I have. Here, oxblood on the right, black on the left. I can also do a navy blue. So cool. That red one there, the oxblood one, is on its way to its new owner. So
that's wonderful.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I don't have anything else that I'm trying to sell now. I don't think. I'm gonna show you something else. A project I'm working on right now. I'm trying to press this guy. He's almost coming to press. I'm doing this right now. This is Gianni bought this plate off me. This is the center plate for the 10 pounds of silver. I had it left over because it was defective. This piece was on with one bolt and it spins.
Huh.
So I fixed that. The maker replaced it, and Gianni wanted to buy it from me, so I put it on just one little piece of lip. It's not full strap.
Right.
I actually had some extra grommets that I found, so I put those on there. I'm lacing it right now.
Yeah.
It's being
Mark, that would make a nice clock, man.
That would make a nice clock.
Yeah. So this is an idea I kind of kicked around after doing this. Showed it to a couple of people. Dusty King won, and he's thinking that might be a good idea. So this might be a new thing in the hobby. We'll see.
Right.
I think it has
That's the
definite
next
promise.
coin, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of things that we do in the hobby, Clede.
Right.
Now there is some drama. There's some drama. It's like in any
A little bit of drama.
A little bit of drama. I'm gonna address a little bit of it real quick. Mr. Kevin Rhodes reared his ugly head again. This is a guy that claims he has a copyright on those cast belts. He's actually has the molds for the NWA Tag Team cast belts. And what happened was, I'm gonna bring Khalid up to speed on this. A guy in my belt group posted pictures of belts he found on Google. Just posting pictures. And he posted one of a belt called the Levy belt, which is the old Road Warriors National Championship belt. I don't know if you know what that is or not, but and he made the mistake of posting one with a picture that had in the background had the watermark for a Pakistani maker's website. And this Kevin Rhodes got wind of it, and because somebody in my group snitched on him, and so he starts throwing out these threats about cease and desist. I'm gonna sue you and this and that. He wasn't trying to sell anything, and we rehashed all this. So I messaged the guy. I said, "What's this all about?" He said, "Well, I got the copyright on that, and I don't want people making money off my designs." I said, "Okay, well, show me the paperwork." And I got this.
Isn't he sponsored by Public Storage?
Paperwork. Yeah. So he told me that his trademark had expired. He was renewing it and hadn't got the new paperwork yet. I said, "Well, do you have anything? Because you threatened me." He said, "Well, it's in my storage." So I'm still waiting for him to dig in his storage and find the paperwork. So he's blocked me. He blocked me. But what happened? This is like, what, 3 months ago, guys? 2 months ago.
Going on 4.
2 or 3, yeah.
Okay. So anyway, he did the same thing to Ken Harper the other day. I can't remember what the deal was, but he messaged Ken and asked for his mailing address. Well, you know why? Because he wanted to send him a cease and desist order.
Yeah.
You know.
Cease and desist. Cease and.
I made that video when I was angry.
We are grown. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Right?
We go off the rails on the show. You picked a good show to come on. So anyway, he's sitting there thinking to himself, "What the heck did I get myself into?"
I just
Who the fuck is that guy?
they're arguing over pictures.
Yeah. So
Pictures.
anyway, I
Nothing
asked
is
him this. He told me that he had the trademark paperwork, the one that expired at his attorney's office. He would get that to me. I'm still waiting on it 3 months later.
Right.
But he pulled the same thing on Ken because Ken's maker had posted a picture of a belt he made, I guess, in that Levy style, and he wanted to send him a cease and desist letter. Ken wouldn't give him his address. I said, "You should have let him." And asking him if he sent that paperwork, he promised me enclosed with it. So anyway, if you get a message from Kevin Rhodes, who's actually Kevin Hudson, that's not his real name. Rhodes is not his.
I'm going to give him the address to that shack in Virginia or wherever it is.
Oh, he does live, yeah.
E-dub.
Yeah. But anyway, if you get a message from Kevin Rhodes asking for your address, you can choose to not give it to him, or you can collect one of his cease and desist letters. And
I'm going to give him the address to the IRS.
Yeah. It made me angry, but I wanted to present this roasting in a very comical manner. So that's what I did. But anyway, that's the kind of drama we have in this hobby. There's people who are, and some are proud of the term elitist. They have these $1,000 to $2,000 to $3,000 belts. I think some are $4,000.
Right. Snobs.
Belt snobs. Yeah. They look down on people who pay $250 to $300 for a belt. But in my belt group, every belt is welcome. Cardboard belts, expensive belts, don't matter.
I'm in my group too.
Yeah.
I know we only have a couple minutes left, Mark. We could tell Carly where we, all of us met, as far as how we got this thing going.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben.
That's funny.
Ben's a good guy. Oh, that's a never mind. I'm sorry. I was laughing.
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
Rich. What were we saying?
Just let Colleen know how all of us met, and we became to come together to do the podcast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it just tells you how the belt hobby is so awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Me and Mark met. We used to do wrestling promos as a gimmick.
Yeah.
For fun.
Mm-hmm.
We all had our own characters, and who would know? Many years later, we became best friends. We got Andy, we got Lane, we got James, and now we're doing a podcast.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I sent Khalid that video of Lane getting that belt.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's
special. The belt hobby there.
That's
what you call showing love to the belt hobby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lane lives in Shreveport, Louisiana. I live in Southwest Oklahoma, and I drove 7.5 hours. And I've been planning this for like 2 years, and I finally saw an opportunity, and I jumped on it, and
nice.
it worked.
Really
that
nice.
video turned out better than I thought it would. He had no clue.
And Mark didn't do it for the clout. He just wanted to show him his emotions of owning his very first replica and joining the belt hobby.
Well, in the belt hobby, we have what we call new belt days, and we do unboxing videos. And there's the belt right there. There it is.
Nice.
That was that was related by me.
Yeah.
But I wanted him to have his own unboxing and his own new belt day. But the only way to do that was to film it, because if you don't film it, it didn't happen.
Right.
So I tricked him into thinking it was my belt. I got that day and didn't open it yet, so I let him open it and then told him it was his. And so I asked him if I could videotape that. He said, "Oh, sure." And his mother was behind the camera. If you go back and watch that video, you can hear his mother in the background going, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh." She was just shocked. As was Lane. He was speechless. So it was a lot of fun. I wanted to introduce him into the belt hobby because he was in the groups. The only belt he had, and I referenced it in that video, is that the old Cattleman's trophy belt that was in the wrestling magazines that he paid $100 for. And so that's the only belt he had. And I wanted him to have a real replica. And since every time somebody has a new belt day, he's always, good for you. I'm happy for you. He's a cheerleader. And I thought he's never really enjoyed that moment. So I wanted him to have that. And he's got now what 4 belts Lane now?
Yeah, us here. 1, 2, 5. I'm sorry.
You missed 3 and 4.
I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
He's a leap year baby. But no, there's
another one.
That's
that
the one
was in the wrestling magazines.
You can't get those anymore. Yeah, you can't get those anymore.
It's upside down, Lane.
Yeah, it's upside down. Turn around.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
Everybody in the belt hobby that's of age.
I remember that.
Right.
Yep. Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah, so, that predates me. I've never seen
I took measurements and I took pictures of that belt. I was going to have one made, but I haven't done it yet. There's guys that make replicas of that belt. They're really nice, but you can't beat the original. Those are nice.
No.
But that video inspires some people to do the same thing. That's mainly why I did it. So I wanted to inspire, because there was so much crap going on at that time. I had a lot of drama. We had a lot of scamming going on. A lot of working people up. So you got to be careful about that. But I'm gonna send you an invitation to my belt group.
Yeah, okay. I look forward to it.
We do a World Title Wednesday. We do a Psycho Tuesday, which is why the Psycho Tuesday idea came from the Kevin Rhodes situation, because it happened on a Tuesday. And then I had another guy start some trouble on Tuesday. So I just call it Psycho Tuesday. Post any belt you want to. And we do this podcast
like the guys to share their collections.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, anything that's wrestling related.
Mm-hmm.
And just share we share our collections.
Yeah.
We relive the moment that the person held the title. And it's just
By the way, you're being watched from around the world. This guy's in Malaysia.
That's awesome. Shout out to Malaysia. That's awesome.
He's one of our avid fans. We've had people from Australia. We've had people from the United Kingdom, Malaysia.
Speaking of that, I didn't do this today, and I apologize, Nor. I just grabbed something random from my collection.
For his kid. He shows his stuff off for his kids.
if your kids are watching, here's a Fiend and Daniel Bryan battle pack set.
Nice. Very nice.
What
So,
the
what do you think? What do you think of all this, Khalid?
You know, like I said, nobody turned me on to belt collecting. I had no idea it was such a big thing. I had no idea about any groups. To be honest, I haven't used Facebook in so long. I'm on Twitter and Instagram mostly these days. Still being a young cat, but yeah,
it's starting on Instagram too.
Yeah. I mean, because you know, it's cool. You know, people are always fascinated by wrestling. I don't know why there's a stigma behind collecting belts. It's like I said earlier, people collect cars, purses. Why not? Why not belts? People collect video game consoles. Why not belts? You know,
absolutely.
It's all valid. It's all valid.
Absolutely. So. I want to touch on this too before we end the show. But you mentioned in your intro on the Wheel of Fortune that you were the mascot for California State University. What's their mascot?
Dolphin.
Dolphin. Okay.
Yeah. So Cal State University, Channel Islands is located in Ventura, California. So it's right next to the beach. Actually, it's not that far. So it makes sense.
Yeah, they are.
But yeah, belts are chick. Yes, they are. Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know. Our friend told me.
That's what I heard.
Now, if you play a live album while you're going for the title, it's even better.
Yeah. What did you major in college?
I majored in communications.
Okay, so this is right up your alley then.
Oh, without question.
Awesome. You're a natural. You're natural.
Thank you.
I've been doing this podcast for a year and a half.
Yeah, tell them how it started. I was actually the first guest.
Yeah. I was sitting on my bed doing a test podcast.
Right.
He came on.
Hey, now.
There's more. Oh, he's away for work and he's not with his kids. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, they can rewatch it. It's there.
Oh, yeah.
I always try to throw it in every once in a while.
Yeah.
Sometimes we lose the moment.
Nor's a guy that I'm trying to get on the show, but he's needing to get a new phone with a better camera, and but he's got a new job now, which takes him away from home a lot. So we're gonna get him on before the year's up. That's my New Year's resolution, to get Nor on the show.
Yes, sir.
But we just like to come on here. It's like guys sitting at the coffee shop talking, or women at the beauty shop or whatever. We just sit here and talk. Happen to have an audience. So.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get you on the show because I just thought it was so cool. You're bringing awareness to the belt collecting hobby to the Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, national TV, no less. I mean, come on now.
So, real quick before we get off, I have one more story to share, and I know I still got to give my Mount Rushmore too. So I was at a convention called DreamCon. It's it's Texas-based anime convention. So I actually cosplayed as John Cena, but I wore the black, the hat, wristband, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So many people came up to me, hey, can we take a picture? Oh, we like your belt. Can we touch it? Can we spin it? So yeah, it's a magnet, all right. Don't be ashamed of your belts if you got them. Wear those proudly. You paid a lot of money for them.
Absolutely.
I got a question. How many women came up to you and asked you, can they spin it?
The belt.
I mean, let me think. A couple, more than a couple.
That's all it was there. I had to take it.
Yeah, it was there.
Yeah.
It was there.
Guess your Mount Rushmore real quick. I'll tell you a quick story about the same kind of a deal.
Mount Rushmore. Okay, Undertaker. Love the dude. RVD. He's incredible. CM Punk, even though he's problematic these days, and HBK.
No John Cena?
See, I was going to get judged harshly if I put John, so I'm like,
hey, you know what? It's your opinion, and that's all that matters. You know what I mean?
But you know what? If I'm being honest, I would actually remove CM Punk in place of John Cena. That's what I would do.
There you go.
So you're being blunt. You're being blunt.
I'm being blunt. Yeah, I'm gonna be blunt. Yeah, because I enjoy a nice brawler. I enjoy.
Hey, no judgment whatsoever.
No, that's an inside joke.
But this has been a lot of fun.
Well, good. I want you to be fun. We try to make it fun every week. We have a good time. We laugh. We wing it a lot. We've had pro wrestlers on here. We've had when Ric Flair's. Did you watch Ric Flair's final match?
I saw a video. I was not thrilled.
Okay. The referee that did the 3 count came on our show. for Ric Flair's last match. He's actually in the
Cool.
hobby. He's a referee. But I'll also tell you my story real quick, and
Go ahead.
we got 5 minutes left. This network logo right here, I re-leathered it, and I took it to Oklahoma City to a WWE live event. Took my son with me, and we were in the elevator. We parked across the street underneath the arena, across the street, the old arena, and we had to take an elevator upstairs to street level to walk across the street. Well, I'm standing in the elevator with that belt over my shoulder, and there's a guy there with his kid who's maybe 4 or 5 years old, and they're across the other side of the elevator looking at me, and I got the belt on my shoulder. The little kid's looking at me like that. And so I looked down and said, "You like this belt?" He went. I said, "Would you like to hold it?" He went. So I handed it to his dad. He said, "That's heavy." I said, "Yeah." And so he thanked me for that. So we went into the arena. I had 8 more people ask me to hold that belt so I could take a picture with it.
Yeah. It's hard. I can't. Saying no is not an option for me.
No.
But
Every time, it's not like Virgil. You weren't charging everybody $20 for a picture.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's not my game. Nope.
All right.
That is not my game.
It was cool. I took a picture of a guy taking a picture with the belt.
Yeah.
So 5 minutes. So yeah, I'll send you an invitation to the group, and if you want to stick around, we talk after the show. If you want to stick around, talk a little bit more, be happy to do that. We talk till we just get tired of it. I break down the stuff because it's almost 9 o'clock here, and my wife goes to bed. So, but you're welcome to stay. What will happen is we do end credits, and I'll kick you all out of the studio so we don't pop up. Well, I may not do that now. I think I got it timed now where it won't do that. So if you want to stick around, feel free. We'd love to have you. Really enjoyed talking to you. Oops, kicking belt came out of the studio. There we go.
It was definitely a pleasure to have you on the show, man.
Thank you so much for the invite.
It is. And we're not going to have time to discuss this, but did anybody hear the thing about Vince McMahon threatening to sell WWE?
Oh my God.
Please no. Please no.
Yes.
Let me read this real quick, and then we'll end the show. I can't remember where this came. I think the Wall Street Journal broke this. Vince McMahon refuses to approve any new media deals or company sales unless he is reinstated as executive chairman of WWE. And he has majority voting power through his ownership of their Class B stock, and told the company he's electing himself and 2 former co-presidents and directors to the board. The move to reinstate him, which they had previously rebuffed, and the others will require 3 current directors to vacate their positions. And he expects he will be able to assume the role of executive chairman, though he would need board approval for that, the people said. And he has communicated to the board that unless he has direct involvement as executive chairman from the outset of a strategic review, he won't support or approve any media rights deal or sale. So it's not a good thing. It's terrible. Just when WWE's get back on its feet, starting to do some good booking, this happens. He's got to be up his.
Vince has to be Vince.
He can't.
It's on ESPN. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Triple H is building such a good movement going on right now with him. I just don't want the momentum messed up.
Right.
But that's typical Vince. Might as well kill it before it moves on. I mean, that's just.
Let's go back to the '80s like Vince wants.
I can't have it. Nobody can have it. So.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. Well, Khalid, it's been a pleasure having you on. Thank you so much for doing this. I know you probably thinking, who's this guy reaching out to me all of a sudden? But you're a good sport about it. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Well, I got to give Walt Dugan credit because I did a search on Facebook for you, and there are like 100 to 200 Khalids out there.
I don't know why, but I'm just like, what? I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm like, I thought you was coming after me for money.
No,
like,
no. If you want to keep it a couple bucks, we'll take it.
I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah, that's me. What do you mean?
But it's been
to hear somebody go on the Wheel of Fortune and say, "Hey, I'm a belt collector."
Yeah. Well, it was worth it just to hear Pat Sajak say wrestling belts.
Yes.
Yeah. Like real wrestling belts? Do you win?
And you did the hand gesture like you were putting it over your shoulder. I thought that was kind of cool. I do it around the waist.
That's an all-time moment right there. Just to get that, man.
You should have taken one to the show with you.
I should have. I just don't know if they would have let me wear it. I mean, probably around my waist, probably.
Well, you have to bend over that to spin the wheel. Right. That would got in the way, but you could have put it on the podium there next to you or something like that. That'd be cool. But it's like Tyrus.
To prove it.
Right. Hey,
Yeah, Tyrus goes on Fox News with the
title. Yeah, call me. You know, let's make it happen.
Nicolita, it's been a pleasure. You're welcome to come back anytime. If you get another new belt, let us know.
We'll do.
We'll bring you on, show it off.
Share your new
we'll
belt day in the group, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Absolutely.
Sir. Thank you so
Share
much.
the love of the hobby. So with that, we will end the show. It's been a great night. I enjoy and appreciate everybody watching tonight and commenting and contributing. So on behalf of my co-hosts, Richard, Andy, and Lane, and our guests, Stephen Hammer and Khalid, want to thank you for watching us and be back next week. So have a good night, everybody.